Lagos State, when we talk of flooding, and I'm sure the people in the studio know this, is usually the human and the natural causes of this. Now, rain will fall generally, but then the human angle to this is how do we prepare for rainfall, especially when we have predictions from NIMET telling us the volume of rain that we expect. The challenge in Lagos is actually that of managing flood pathways into the lagoon. What we experienced last week, Wednesday, for example, has never happened in a long time. Areas that have never been flooded were flooded. I was a victim myself in a community called Ogudorioke. Leaving Lagos mainland onto the island via the third mainland bridge, in a place they call Olokomewa, it was heavily, Olokomeji, sorry, it was heavily flooded. But I must say this, the truth is that what we experience in Lagos in most cases are flash flooding. In other words, these are floods that will recede with time. I drove through that same place that was heavily flooded in the morning, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and there was no water again. But government as an entity must make sure that when predictions are given, or even before predictions are given, there are major canals that need to be freed of silt and debts. And this is where you and I come in, the government and the people. We all have a role to play. Many canals in Lagos are blocked. The state government is trying its best. I must acknowledge that. The Commissioner for Environment, Tokubo, is almost on TV on a daily basis. It is only the demolition part of this man's work that people see. They don't see what goes on in the silting this. They are trying their best, but Lagos demands more. We demand more because we all know the terrain. 15 of 20 original Lagos local government are, surrounded by water. So we know this will always happen. Our preparedness must be centered towards clearing the canal to allow the water go straight into the lagoon. And if we do that, yes? Okay. Now, the truth is that in Lagos, we will always experience this flash flooding. What we advise Lagosians to do is when it rains heavily like this, stay back at home and listen to information from traffic radio and other state agencies. But because we lose money, we lose properties, and sometimes it occasions death, it is important for all of us now to address this issue. NEMA, as the parent body for managing emergency in Nigeria, has a big role to play. They must develop a master plan. And it is not what they know alone. It is what it is passed to other, state emergency management agencies. I managed emergency in Lagos for 3 years, and I know we have relationships. But can we say that of other states? Lagos has, a level of capacity that is not matched by other states in Nigeria. But yet, we have this magnitude of problem. I want to see a master plan, a flood abatement master plan that is understood by everybody, not the one that NEMA design and the SEMAS, the State Emergency Management Agencies, are not involved. Everybody has its own peculiarity. While other people, why is it that when they release water from dams, every state of the federation, feels it? What are we doing about damming some of this water ourselves to prevent flooding from happening in other states? About 25 states out of Nigeria's 36 states experience flood every year, depending on the magnitude. So for me, I think government has a big role to play, one, in ensuring that a master plan is designed to which everybody subscribe to. And we can all be on the same page about when rain begins to fall, what are those things we should do? Even before rain falls, what are those plans? And then what are the mitigating plans if this thing happens? Lagos have two relief centers where they can take people to. Lagos issued flood alert warnings too, that those who live in flood-prone areas should move to the upland, and they should go ahead and follow this up by opening up the camps. The camps are ready all the time. Move people to camp. But again, the challenge is, are people ready to move? I know, as a matter of fact, in Ajegunle, in Lagos, every year it rains, that place is flooded on Ikorodu Road. But you still see people paddle canoe into their homes. They hardly want to leave. We know a particular tribe in Nigeria who live by the waterfront. It's difficult to move them. But at least those who want to move, Lagos has a relief camp. I will expect that they will activate that part of mitigation process to do, to take these people in and take care of them. And apart from the normal, dissemination of information to people to always be on top of situations like this.